afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are today drawing or carting some winter wheat back to the yard. So we're just, you've seen Dad was away with the cane trailer full and I am just pulling in now with a herring trailer full. So getting on well. They've almost down to the last field now of winter wheat up there, and yeah, hopefully get a little bit of footage in the combine walking when we get back up there. But it's going to be touch and go. Just been busy carting and some other stuff on this morning, so I wasn't able to get up to get much footage of the combine walking. But yeah, we're back in, we get this stepped off and get back up there and see what way things is going. Alright, so the wheat harvest is done, if you like. The combine is finished and we've a nice pile of wheat here in the yard. So a couple of piles all together. You can see the grains itself, just to have a quick look at them. They are smaller than what they would usually be, slightly smaller. A lot of that is down to the way the weather fell this year. We had a huge dry spell earlier in the year where this wheat would have needed some moisture to help with it growing and filling the head as it should. We didn't get that. The way the weather fell was, in this area anyway, it was more in favour of winter barley. The winter barley crops around here would have done exceptionally well. It got the rain when it needed, it got the sun then when it needed, whereas the wheat didn't get the bit of rain then when it was needed. So that has affected both the grain size and also it has affected the yield. The yield, I'd say, somewhere in the region of around 3 ton to the acre, maybe a little bit more. The ground that this wheat was grown in was never going to do much more than that. It might do. We had wheat in it one time after potatoes, and it done around 4, but no potatoes this time round, and we didn't expect it to do 4 this time. We would have liked if it did, but we thought maybe about 3.5, and I'd say that's probably close to what it's done, so it's not too bad. Just going to do a quick moisture test on it, just to see what exactly the moisture is coming in at. Well, we'll see. Let's get the lid off this, and we'll go somewhere around here. So I'm just going to set that there like that, and I get it sitting there. I'm going to dig down into it, and we'll fill it about a foot down into it. Let me just see what the moisture reading is going to be. Yeah, we'll take it over here to it's kind of a two-handed operation. So we'll take it over here to the cube and put it sitting on that. Okay, so moisture meter is filled with grain. Let's switch her on and do a test, see what it comes back at. So I think you should be able to see that there. So we've set on wheat. You just press enter to do the test, and the result comes back usually in 3 or 4 seconds. Bang, there we go, 16.4% moisture, and it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's probably in around what I expected it to be. And moisture isn't that important. Well, it's not as if we're not going to be storing this. It doesn't have to be dried to be stored inside in a grain store. What we're doing with this is going to be treated as we do every year. So there's moisture added to it in our treating process. As it's being crushed or busted, there's moisture added to it. And yeah, so it just means if the percentage of it, the moisture percentage is a little bit higher, means a little bit less water has to be added in it to when in the treating process. So a bit extra moisture in it is no harm. So yeah, it's just 100%. So happy enough with how it's done. Of course we would have liked 4 tons of the acre with it, but it was never going to be possible, and it is what it is. So yeah, happy enough with that. Okay, we're going to go now. A bit of footage of baling the straw. I'll put you on and you can have a look at that, see how that went, and yeah, come back to me at the end.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
Alright, so that's the harvest done and dusted. Grain here, bales are all on the trailer. We've got probably around 750 small squares still to put into the shed, so we'll get that done over the next few days. A bit labour intensive, but the weather's gotten a wee bit cooler, which is always a great help, and it's nothing worse than working at those kind of jobs inside in the shed and it roasting hot. So hopefully it stays cool and dry for the next couple of days until we get them in. Yeah, so once the straw's in, we also then have to get the grain busted. We'll maybe get that done later on in the week as well, and it'll take the pressure off and all that, and we'll be well set then for the winter. We'll have most of our stuff done. A few round bales maybe a bit later on of silage to be done, but apart from that, a lot of the field work now is all done and dusted, which is great. Now, going to have a little look at the current light that has been sent out by Olight. We'll do a little bit of an unboxing video here. Have a look at it, see what the story is, and yeah, give you a look at it. Okay, so my friends over at Olight have very kindly sent me out a couple of torches for me to have a look at. We'll have a quick look at those. It's actually sent me out 3 different things this time. The first one is a small keychain light, so very handy that. This is the Olight pen. The O pen they call it, and then they've sent out the Seeker 2 Pro, which has a throw of 250 meters and 3,200 lumens, so it's a fairly high powered torch. Alright, so the Seeker 2 Pro, I always love looking at these lights here, especially these stronger, more powerful lights, if you like. They've got this one here has got a 250 meter throw, 3,200 lumens, so it's a strong light. We'll just get it open here now and get a quick look at it. It comes in a very nice case, and we'll just pop it out. So this is in a green, so lovely light. As usual, the usual Olight battery charging, so very simple, and there's a number of different settings. You can see here now there's some really nice features in this light. You press the button to turn it on. You can see, tells you on this side, you see the rings here all lit. There's 4 lights to tell you how the battery is, so you can keep an eye on how much charge you have left in your battery. The other one then is it turns off after a second, so if you turn it off and turn it back on, it comes on again, so see it lighting back up. Then on this side here, you've got it changes depending on which light setting you have it on. It tells you, so if one light is lit, then it's on the lower setting. If two lights light, that's on the medium setting. If you light 3, it goes on to the higher setting, and then to put it on the turbo setting, then you just double press the button. So there's 3 LED bulbs in this light, so that helps with the strength of it. It is crazy bright, so it is 3,200 lumens and 250 meter throw. This is an ideal kind of a light here for the likes of farming or anything like that. If you're out checking stuff at night, checking stock at night, sheep farming, maybe suckler cows or calving, you have them outside. This is ideal kind of light because it's got a really long throw on it, and it's super bright. So yeah, and small and versatile, very small. You could stick it in your pocket and you'd never have any issues with it. You don't even know it's there. All the spec is here on the back, and it just tells you then how long they're, like up in the turbo setting, it'll last 150 minutes on turbo setting. So that's a long time. That's at 3,000 lumens. So like, yeah, all the settings is there, all the lumens. There's also the usual, if you press it, there's a flashing mode on it as well. So lots of different features on it, and an excellent light. Even, you can see it here, well, let's see, I'll just turn the camera around, I kind of got stuck there, but you can see it here on the back wall of the shed. Like, it's bright here at the minute, and it's still brightening up inside in the shed. So you can see how dirty the roof is. But yeah, fantastic job, and yeah, great light. So yeah, that is the Seeker 2 Pro. We'll have a look at what deals there is on that now in a second. I'm also going to have a wee bit unboxing here of the O pen as well. I'll give you a quick look at that. Okay, so the other light that they sent me out is the Olight O pen, and this is the Pro. So this is actually, This is actually their new. Let's see if we can get the little case that comes in open. This is their new pen light. You can see it comes with an ink refill with it. There's a charger then built into it here too. You can see that, and yeah, when do we get it out? So basically, a pen with a wasn't supposed to do that. A pen with a light in it. So very simple to work. There's a little slider here on the side. Push it up, and it clicks around into place. And you can see there's a little bit of a plastic tip, and you just peel that off and you can start to write. So very simple, that end of it. You then have, there's two different, there's a light here. So let's see now if we can just turn it on. There you go. And if we push it up, it cycles through. There's 4 different light settings, you can see them there. So it's quite bright. And yeah, very handy to have a little light just built into a pen like that. The other thing then that it also has is, let's see if we can get it turned on, it has a laser then built into the, let's see, can I get it on the camera? There we go. There's a green laser built into the light as well, into the tip of it. So yeah, very handy then if you're doing any presentations or wanting to point something out on a board, or even kids love the likes of these laser lights and stuff like that. So yeah, very nice pen, a lovely writing pen too, really nice grip and feel to it. And yeah, that is the Olight O pen too. So there's some deals going on that too. So I'll just put this away and we'll have a quick look at the deals then themselves, and yeah, we'll go through the rest of it. Alright, so lots of deals going on. Really and truly, I think I'll put these deals. Olight have sent me out a list of all the deals, and there's so many deals. I couldn't list them all off, it would take too long to go through them. So I'm going to put them all in the description below. There'll also be an affiliated link, so you can go in through that link in the description. It'll be there in the top of the description. That'll take you through onto the Olight page, and I get a small commission if you purchase anything, but there is lots of deals. So there's deals there on the green O pen light. It's like 40% off that. You can also buy it as part of bundles, so you can buy it with an i3T orange. You can buy it with the Olight bulb. You may have seen me with those in the past, so they're very handy if the lights go off in your house, or you want a little work light for somewhere, magnetised on the back. A fantastic little light. I have a couple of them now at this stage, and I got one of them I was sent out by Olight, and I purchased one as well. They're just brilliant. Lights went off, and the electric went off in the house a few weeks ago, and they were a lifesaver. So yeah, brilliant little article. And yeah, just all different options for you to check out. The link is going to be in the description below. Check it out. If you can go in through that, it'll take you straight to the website and see if there's anything there. The sale is on until more or less midnight on at the end of the day of the 31st of August. So yeah, 11:59 on the 31st of August. So you've a little bit of time. Get in, check it out. If you're looking for a light, good chance maybe to get yourself a light, save yourself some money. So that's it for today's video. Later in the week we'll be back with more action and more stuff going on here on the farm. Until then, hope you all have a good week. See you then.